Today I want to talk about the heartwarming relationship between Hayden Christensen and Rosario Dawson. Yes, you've seen the pictures of the meeting, but do you know the full story behind those images? Well, either way, let's get right into it. Rosario Dawson was asked in a Vanity Fair interview, Ahsoka stands out as the first lead female Jedi in Star Wars storytelling. What did you connect with personally? And Dawson replied by saying, I found it so fascinating that there was this whole other world that existed in the animated series. And this young girl was the heart of that space. I had a particular kind of interest in her and in the character because when I first started acting at 15, I did this movie, Kids, and I got paid like $1,000 to work on it. When the movie came out, I decided at 16 that I wanted to continue pursuing acting. My dad's mom said, well, if you're going to do that and you're 16 years old, then you need to study acting. And she put me in Strasbourg. And it happened to be the summer that Hayden Christensen was in and we had the same class. End quote. And it's just so awesome to know that live action Ahsoka Tano and Anakin Skywalker, they have this connection in their past. And wouldn't it be amazing if we see these two on the small screen streaming on Disney Plus together in the Ahsoka Tano series? But that aside, that's not the full story between Rosario Dawson and Hayden Christensen. As was revealed later in the interview, they actually worked together. Dawson stated, we ended up doing this movie together years later called Shattered Glass, and I always just thought it was really cool that I knew someone who was not just in Star Wars, but played Anakin Skywalker. Ahsoka was his Padawan, so when the fan casting came out, I just thought it was pretty wild that I visually connected to this character from being this teenager who met this actor who ended up being this great character. I don't know, it just felt like the Force was at play, end quote. So hey, if you're a big Rosario Dawson fan and you love Hayden Christensen, why not check out Shattered Glass? It's got an audience score of 79% and the tomato meter is 92%. But that said, you gotta think that Dave Filoni would love to bring these two back together and that it would be a massively popular moment if he did. I mean, just look at the announcement that Hayden is going to be in the Kenobi series. People are absolutely freaking out that that's happening, and certainly it seems like Lucasfilm is starting to clue in that the prequel era has a massive fan base, and so does Hayden Christensen. And yes, I understand that Dave Filoni shouldn't include him just because it would be a popular choice, but that he should include him if it makes sense for the story, and I really can't see how it wouldn't make sense for the story if Hayden had a small role in this series. Ahsoka and Anakin had such a strong bond during the Clone Wars, and then with the fall of Anakin Skywalker to Darth Vader, that bond was shattered and they became mortal enemies. I mean, that storyline is just such an important part of the Ahsoka Tano character, and I think it's really important that Dave Filoni conveys it and connects it in some way during the Ahsoka series, especially for those folks who just haven't seen the animation series. But hey, Star Wars fans, what do you think about this heartwarming story? And what do you think about Hayden Christensen being in the Ahsoka series? Let me know in the comments below. As always, I'm Mike, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.